it's Lauren. I am back again with you guys today for a new video, and this one is 10 college myths. So I'm going to tell you guys 10 college myths and debunk them to tell you why they are not true. Now, if you are going to be a freshman in the fall, give this video a thumbs up and tell me in the comments below. But I bet you have probably heard some of these as you are preparing to move into college. Maybe, oh, be careful you don't get the freshman 15, or everyone drinks in college, you better not do that. All of these different college myths, and trust me, I heard them all too when I was going to be a freshman in the fall a couple years ago. I'm getting old now. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into the main part of the video. The first college myth is that everyone graduates in 4 years. This, I can say, is definitely not true. There are several people that I know personally and a lot of college students that graduate in 5 years, 4.5. Some even take longer than that, no judging. But usually these are the people who are studying abroad, or maybe you have more than one major, minor, you're taking really tough classes. There's a ton of stuff that can go on that can cause you to not graduate in 4 years. And in fact, a lot of people just don't graduate in 4 years because they have so many classes and things that they want to learn and so many things they want to do before they have to go out in the real world. So I promise you guys, it is normal if you're going to be at college for more than 4 years. Number 2 college myth is that everyone drinks and parties in college. I can say this is definitely not true. There are those kids who will go out almost every single night, or who are going to be out every single weekend day just drinking away their lives and partying and doing other things that they probably shouldn't be doing. But I can promise you that you will definitely find people in college who don't do that kind of thing. I had a lot of close friends who chose not to do that, and I myself don't really do that anymore. So it's definitely something that's not as common as you think it is. Yes, everyone wants to have fun in college, and you definitely can have fun without drinking and without partying. So if you're someone who doesn't like either of those things, try finding a lot of different stuff around school to get into. Maybe there's like a putt-putt place, or movies, or shopping, or there's just a wide array of things you could really do depending on your city and where your school's located. Or even joining an organization to find other people who are interested in the same kind of thing. The third college myth is that everyone has lost their virginity. And yes, this is a very touchy subject, but I'm going to tell you guys that that is not true. So if a boy says, oh, but everyone's doing it, don't listen to him. Honey, don't do it. Like, no. You stay clean, do whatever you want. Like, if you want to do it, then cool, go ahead. But if you're not comfortable doing it, don't do it. If he wants to just leave and not stick around, then he obviously was not a very good guy anyways. This is a really, really touchy subject, I think, in college, because there are a lot more people who are virgins out there than they let on. A lot of people pretend they aren't. But I think you should be proud of that. So there is nothing wrong with being a virgin in college. In fact, I think it's a good thing, and I think that you guys should too, because good for you. I'm proud of you guys. Don't think that just because you go to college you have to lose your virginity. That's definitely not true, and don't let a boy ever tell you that, okay? So if you're having trouble with this, or you have more questions and you're just nervous to ask someone, email me at simplesouthernbellebusiness@yahoo.com. I will answer your questions for you guys and try to help you the best I can. The fourth college myth is that you don't have to go to classes. No. You need to go to your classes. Just because your teacher is not taking attendance does not mean that you can skip. Take it from someone who learned the hard way. You have to go to class or you might fail, okay? Your teachers assign the classes to teach you guys information. That's what they're there for. You don't want to miss that because you might miss notes or test questions or free points. You don't know. So if your teacher doesn't take attendance, please still go to class, guys. Like, come on. It's really not that hard. Like, you do it every single week, so just suck it up and go. I know it'll suck, especially if you have 8 a.m.s. Those will be a little tiring, so good luck. The fifth college myth is that dining food is awful. Oh my goodness, this is the biggest lie ever. Your dining halls on campus probably have several options, so don't feel like they're not gonna have something you like. I am literally the world's pickiest eater. You can ask any of my friends or my boyfriend. They will definitely vouch for that. So I used to think that it was going to be awful living on campus and trying to eat in the dining hall. And you know what? It wasn't. It might just mean that I had to ask the cook for a plain piece of chicken instead of one that had barbecue sauce on it, or for just pasta instead of the pasta with all the vegetables in it. You know, there's definitely stuff that you can do to get around being a picky eater, and most colleges are really trying to bring healthy food into the dining hall and give you really good options. So, don't forget about that. Promise it's not true. The sixth college myth is probably the most common college myth I have ever heard, and that is the freshman 15. The freshman 15 is literally up to you as freshmen. You are deciding for yourself whether or not you want to eat healthy, whether or not you want to work out, how stressed you're going to be, and basically your emotional health all over. All of that kind of ties into whether or not you're going to be gaining weight. So don't forget out thinking that you're, of course, going to get this freshman 15. Like, no, it doesn't happen to everyone. Just eat healthy and work out every now and then, and you'll probably be okay. The seventh college myth is that there is no drama, and it's so sad to say, but you will probably run into some drama at some point in time. Whether you are living in a dorm room and you don't get along with one of your hallmates or your roommate, or maybe you get into some boy trouble, or there's lots of different things that can happen. And I guarantee you at some point you will probably have some type of drama going on. Probably something that you didn't even mean to stir up, but just kind of happened. And you know what? That's okay. You just gotta be the bigger person and kind of move on. And if that means staying away from certain people who are just attracted to drama, then do that, you know? Obviously, they're just making your life more difficult, so you wouldn't want them in your life anyways, right? College myth number 8 is that you will be friends with your freshman friends forever. Sadly, this is not very true, and I can speak from experience with this because when you are living in a dorm as a freshman, you have all these people near you, and you are making such good friends and awesome memories, and you're hanging out with these people every day because you live like 5 feet away from them, and that's just kind of convenience. But when your sophomore year rolls around and you guys aren't living in the same dorm, or some of you are living off campus, or some of you transfer to different schools, you're probably not going to see each other as much. Now, don't get me wrong, you might stay best friends with some of your friends, and that's awesome, like, cool, right on. But chances are you probably won't be as close to all of your friends from your freshman year. And I definitely went through this phase, and I was kind of upset at first my sophomore year that like some of them were still hanging out with each other and they didn't really invite me or anything, but I just realized that, you know, hey, I can make my own friends elsewhere, and I had already started making my own friends, and I had friends that they didn't know. So it's kind of like, okay, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. College myth number 9 is that you have to decide what you want to be when you grow up, right when you get in college. No. This is definitely not true, because you are going to be changing so much through college, and you're going to be realizing what you truly are passionate about. And again, this is something that I can speak from experience, because I came into college thinking I was going to be a dentist, and I was a biology major, and I was super excited and ready, and I thought I really wanted to do something in the health field. Well, that idea started to change, and I was like, okay, I hate chemistry at this school. It's way too difficult. I can't get through biology major. So props to anyone who is a bio major. You're probably really smart. But I did not want to be a dentist anymore, and I realized I was probably just in it for the money. And I convinced myself so hard before freshman year that I wasn't in it for the money. I was truly passionate about it. No, I was pretty much just fooling myself. So I finally made my last switch in my major to being a communications major. And that is where I am today, and I've realized that I think this is honestly what I want to do with my life. There is no doubt in my mind that I'll be happy doing it, and I really want to be a public relations specialist. So I'm someone who would deal a lot with social media and graphic designing and websites and things like that. And that's what I'm passionate about. And if you guys couldn't tell that, I mean, I make YouTube videos and I have a blog, and I literally run several social media websites. So that's what kind of made me realize, okay, I'm so passionate about doing stuff online and social media and writing blog posts and creating graphic design and stuff. So I was like, this is honestly what I'm meant to be. And once I told my parents I was changing my major to this, my mom was like, well, it took you long enough. I always thought that's what you would be good at. And I was like, Mom, why didn't you tell me this so long ago? But anyways, guys, my point is that you will probably change your mind several times. So picking a career as soon as you come into college is definitely not necessary. At least for your first year or two, you'll be taking basic core classes anyways. You probably won't get into a lot of your majors classes. So you definitely have time to decide. You have your whole life, in fact. And the 10th college myth is that you have to join Greek life. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Greek life and it is a big part of my life. But if it's not for you, it's not for you. If you don't want to join it, no one's forcing you to. And if your school is really big Greek life, but you just don't want to do it, like, don't let that bother you and don't let it put you down or anything like that, because it's okay to not be in an organization, you know? You'll have a lot of extra free time that you can join other organizations that you're more passionate about. Or maybe, you know, you'll have more time to study or take up another major or get a really cool internship or job. So you definitely don't have to join Greek life. And if it's getting to be too much pressure and it's really bothering you, just try to block it all out and ignore it. Like, take up your time with something else that you really enjoy, like making YouTube videos or blogging or, you know, whatever. There's a ton of options out there to do something fun. Alright guys, that was my 10 college myths debunked, and I really hope that you guys liked this video and thought it was pretty fun to kind of hear some college myths that usually aren't true, that sometimes can put a little bit of unnecessary stress on your life if you're going to be a freshman in the fall. So like I said earlier, guys, if you're going to be a freshman in the fall, comment down below and give this video a thumbs up if it was helpful for you, because I definitely want to see that these videos are getting out to someone and really making a difference in your life. So guys, if you have any questions, comment them down below or email me at simplesouthernbellebusiness@yahoo.com. Check my email every day, reply back to all my comments or like them, you know, depending on what I can do, that kind of thing. So I'm always on my computer. Also guys, don't forget to check out my vlog channel, my Instagram, and my Twitter. They are always linked down below, and you've probably seen a couple little images fly above me or below me or something like that. So definitely check them out, and don't forget to check out my blog as well, because I have a lot of really new and exciting posts coming up. And other than that, guys, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoyed it and want to see more college videos. So guys, have a great week or weekend or day or whatever time you're watching this, night maybe. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.